female. It's on billboards, it's on t-shirts, it's on banners, signs, and tweets. Presented with the authority of a dictionary definition, it's rigid, it's orderly, it's immutable. There are no exceptions, there are no blurred lines, there can be no change. This mantra is a defense against the conceptual instability and chaos that gender criticals fear. The same fear that once drove homophobic women like Anita Bryant.
Erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many to meaningfully discuss their lives.
Dworkin says,
within the frame of male domination, there is a good reason for women to hate homosexuality, both male and female. Women are interchangeable as sex objects. Women are slightly less disposable as mothers. The only dignity and value women get is as mothers. Having children is the one social contribution credited to women. It is the bedrock of women's social worth. Without childbearing, women know they have nothing. Homosexuality for women means having nothing. It means extinction.
Substitute transgenderism for homosexuality, and you'll understand the gender-critical movement. J.K. Rowling's definition of woman is this.
The woman is the producer of the large gametes.
The producer of the large gametes. Rowling says her primary concern about young trans men is the loss of fertility.
Homosexuality, its rise in public visibility, attempts to socially legitimize or protect it, makes women expendable. The one thing women can do and be valued for will no longer be valued. Male homosexuality is especially terrifying because it suggests a world without women altogether. A world in which women are extinct.
This exact fear appears frequently in gender-critical rhetoric. Trans activists are erasing women. They're erasing biological sex. They're going to call us pregnant people. Confused girls are being robbed of their precious fertility. Trans women are going to replace biological women.
As a woman, I feel threatened because biological men are aggressively replacing women.
Sometimes this paranoia ramps up to the point of obsession, and the result can be dazzling. In September 2022, Maya Forstater, who you'll remember as the anti-trans activist whom J.K. Rowling came out as a TERF to defend, went on a full-blown Twitter rampage because the Hertfordshire County Libraries announced they were changing their children's storytime mascot from the Book Start Bear. If you don't know where this is going, strap in, from the Book Start Bear to a bright, vibrant, gender-neutral creature called Tala. Are you enraged? If not, you haven't been spending enough time on Mumsnet. Maya tweeted the words of an indignant mother who referred to Talia, wasn't it Tala? Referring to Talia as a trans bear with they-them pronouns, describing the mascot as ideological, creepy, and gaslighting. I cannot express how upset I feel. The library jumped in to clarify that Tala, not Talia, isn't trans, they are an alien. Maya then demanded to know how this alien was birthed. Did it hatch from an egg, or was it born from a mama? Some people tried to reason with Maya. There's an advantage in having a character that isn't identifiably male or female, as it can be equally relatable to either sex and avoid promoting gender stereotypes. But Maya was not convinced. It seems highly unlikely that an alien that had evolved with such recognizable vertebrate body plan is not sexually reproducing. It's a relatable anthropomorphic character, not a slime mold. I need to know how the alien fucks right now. I said I need to know how the alien fucks before I can show it to my child. When Twitter understandably laughed it up at Maya's expense, she just kept posting. And she posted hard. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone post so hard. In a lengthy diatribe, Maya wrote about the miseries of new motherhood. You are in charge of a baby. You have never done this before. You haven't had a good night's sleep for months and won't for years. Everyone has an opinion on what you are doing right and wrong, and you've become invisible. You had politics. You had a career. You had interests. You had a sex life. Now, you have the daily needs of a completely dependent person listen, and your world has shrunk. The fact that these men and the young women that cheer them on think this is so laughable reflects society's disdain for mothers. This is what it means to say woman is not a feeling or a costume. This is why the hub of the resistance is on Mumsnet. So I am fascinated by this thread. I think it's one of the most revealing texts in gender critical history, because you know what? Maya Forstater actually does have valid concerns, but the concerns she has that are valid have nothing to do with trans people. They definitely have nothing to do with an adorable cartoon alien. Honestly, reading this, I have some concerns. Concerns like, where is Maya's husband? I know she has one. Isn't raising children supposed to be a mutual project? No one should have to feel this alone raising children. That is a valid concern. Oh my god, we actually found one. It's like finding El Dorado. A valid concern. A valid concern. Isn't what's going on here that Maya is taking legitimate feelings of being overburdened and underappreciated and displacing those feelings onto transgender people? This is exactly how the gender critical movement recruits, by providing a scapegoat to frustrated women. It's not your husband's neglect, it's not the increasing atomization of society, it's not the undignity of aging, it's Tala, the non-binary alien, with its dungarees and smug aura of gender neutrality. Mumsnet is the hub of the resistance to non-binary cartoons. It's too much. These people are too much. Okay, we have to be serious now. The political right also promises women safety and security.
For women, the world is a very dangerous place. The right acknowledges the reality of danger, the validity of fear. The right then manipulates the fear.
Women fear and resent male violence, which they're most likely to experience from the men closest to them. Boyfriends, husbands, and fathers.
They're most likely to be killed by sexual partners.
But the need to survive in a male-dominated society means that women's legitimate fears and resentments often cannot be directed at the men with power.
Inevitably, this causes women to take the rage and contempt they feel for the men who actually abuse them, those close to them, and project it onto others, those far away, foreign, or different.
And this displacement of rage is just transparently